I'm your host, Dean Austin, D to the E, the A to the N. And on this MuddaCluckin podcast, my guest today is Shang, funny man, comedian. You've seen him on HBO, Showtime, Comedy Central, CBS. You've seen him all over film and television. And he has his own comedy special on Amazon Prime, Amazon. My man, Shang. How you doing, man? Man, come on, man.
I'm loving and hating comedy.
Hey, yeah, you know what, man? It's a love-hate relationship.
It's I want to stab it in the forehead if I could. If I could stab comedy in the forehead, but there's other times I want to caress it and have beautiful love making with it. But then most of the time because the business side of it. You like the business side of it?
Man, come on. The business side is the rough part. That's the rough part.
It's the
comedy part is what we do.
Yeah,
we like that part, you know.
Yeah, that part cool.
That part's cool. Now, everybody, I want you to know this is my man Shang, comedian Shang. I want everyone to know this is one of the most intelligent, smooth, funny.
Smooth. Definitely not smooth.
Smooth.
I gotta get
and well-respected comedians in the business.
I wish you were right. I wish it's weird when you're trying to get a spot at the Laugh Factory and they go, man, this dude is a killer. And then it's like, hey, so can I get a midnight spot? It's like, no, not at all. You know that. You've killed before.
Man, come on, man. You know,
and they still make you jump through hoops and make you want to.
It's the game.
I don't want the audience to think I'm a fork stabbing person, but it makes you want to have a fork
and just go right in there, just like right in the eye, right in the eye.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I appreciate that intro. That's nice. And comics been giving me props across, like even when I met new guys, they're like, "Hey, I heard of you, man. I heard you kind of funny."
that's the props. I heard you, man. Heard you kind of funny.
I don't know why I made them. Why did I make them slow? Like they're slow.
Yeah, you got to make them a little off. I heard you. I heard you kind of funny.
I think you're funny. No, man, I just hate it. Like I hate it and love it, man. It's just
no. Now I have to say this because we go way back. We go way back.
Yeah, I'm older than you. You see, you still look at everybody. Look at his skin. Fuck you. Oh.
That's all right, man. That's all right. You got it.
I got it. Okay, I'm done.
No.
Your skin is like perfect. I look like a weather-beaten windmill.
Nah, bro. Nah, that's not true. You look young too, man.
75 years old, though.
Now I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so we met. Do you remember where we met? We met in Seattle.
Yeah.
At Giggles Comedy Club.
That horrendous.
I was on the road, and let me tell everybody, this is Shang back then and now. That's why he's so respected. I was traveling through Canada, came down through Seattle, stopped at Giggles, and his brother headlining name is Shang, and I'm like, okay, let me go in there. It's a brother too. I'm going in.
Because there's not a lot of brothers that get
not a lot of brothers, not back in the day for sure. So in between shows, you standing outside. I walk up and I introduced myself, and you was like, cool. You said, yo, you want to do a set on the next spot? I was like, yeah. And that's how I was able to get in Giggles because of you, and because
that's cool.
And as a matter of fact, and from that point on, we just stayed in touch because I found out you lived in LA.
Yeah.
And everybody, my boy Seymour Green, I don't know if you remember Seymour. He was with Alfred and Seymour back in the day. They used to do a comedy duo act together. And he told me to tell you what's up because he said, man, you gotta tell Shang. I said, what's up? Because he's the only one that accepted me back in when other comedians were saying, you're not a comedian. I said, yeah, Shang is a good brother.
You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you what it is. A lot of comics and I've been blessed. I'm not gonna act like I haven't had a good run, even though I haven't had the things I want. Man, this stuff is hard, and it's like, why would I be mean to anybody that's doing it? Even their comics I don't like. I mean, I don't like Gerard Carmichael's comedy, but as a man, I'd be nice to him. But I'm not a fan of his comedy.
Right, and he's taking it to the next level. He's come out the box.
That's a great way to put it.
And you know what's funny, Shang? Let me tell you something, Shang. So
I'm gonna say we're not gonna go here on this show, but the way you put that.
Shang, I'm gonna say this because we can, and we're comedians, and this is what we do. Okay, so this brother, I've seen him, and I've always loved his show. He had a show called Carmichael Show. With David Allen Greer and some other cats. It was a cool show, you know. So he did his thing, and that's how I knew of him. He blew up at that point.
Right.
To me. He may have been known to others, but to me, with the Carmichael Show.
he didn't blow up. He was given a path to success by people who are on the same page as him. But he didn't blow up.
And I agree.
He's not bigger than an Earthquake or
right.
Kevin. I mean, he's not even the same ballpark. These guys are actual people who draw, and people will pay lots of money to go see them. I don't think Gerard is in that echelon yet.
Right. I agree. I totally agree. So as I found out about him, his you cutting some stuff up. You about to poke it in the eye. I see you got your little X-Acto blade.
Yeah, X-Acto blade.
And I got to tell y'all one thing about Shang. Shang he does everything.
Now, why do I have an X-Acto blade next to my office?
How many people has X-Acto blades? You know, that's what's so cool. That's what's so cool about you, because you technical. You're like, I got an X-Acto blade. So back to
go ahead.
Back to Carmichael. So when he came out with this last special, he came out, right?
Yeah.
And I shouldn't say I was surprised because it hit me, but it's funny how when someone comes out, all of a sudden they start sitting different, acting different. And I'm like, wow, he just really, because before he was a man, and then all of a sudden he had his legs crossed, and I was like, oh, bruh, look, now you can do what you want to do.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. This is hopefully I won't get your show in any kind of controversy.
No, it's just
there's
comedy,
a tendency it's called the Gay Mafia, or that's what they call it in Hollywood. And there's a tendency to embrace them, not necessarily because of their strength of act or talent. They embrace them because of their sexuality, which your sexuality is only a portion of your personality. It's not your whole personality. Right. It's a portion of your personality. But for some reason, in Hollywood, they take that as, well, they're transgender, they're gay, they must be good. No, you can suck as a comic and be transgender. You can suck as a comic and be open, come out as be straight or gay, whatever. But on his special, that was the selling point, was that he came out. Not, oh, it's a killer special. He murdered that.
Right,
the only thing
that's true.
So,
I agree.
So I give him props for being able to get in the machine, but other than that, he don't want no smoke from me or
I will say
a bunch of comics I know.
Right, I hear you, and I will say this. One thing about it is that when you have the machine behind you, it doesn't really matter what you do, how you come out. Really,
good point. Good point.
It doesn't really matter. You can come out there and do twiddly-dee, twiddly-dum, and people be like, "Oh, he's a genius."
He's the best I've ever seen.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody do twiddly D like that.
Yeah, and that was the best twiddly D. As twiddly D go,
as twiddly D, it's the best.
You know what? It's the wild stuff. Dan, I'm not making this up. They said his first special rivaled Eddie Murphy and Robin Williams specials.
Come on, his first one.
Robin Williams' first special, Eddie Murphy's first special, which was delirious. They said that Gerard Carmichael's first special, the one he did at a Comedy Store, rivaled that. And one of the critics. And I just thought, this is people pushing this guy. And then when he came out with his sexuality, which I don't care. It's not impressive to me.
Whatever it is.
What's it called? Will and Grace was out 15 years ago about gay community and gay lifestyle. You're not impressing me with the fact of who you have sex with. Impress me with being able to blaze the stage for an hour straight and have people engaged. And so it's just, I see people that I'm going to say D-riders, that are D-riders on comics because they're in the machine and not because they're really good. And so
that's true. That's true.
He's one of them. That's why I have the X-Acto blade on point.
Because you want to poke it in the eye right there.
See him. I already look like I'm dressed like a prison psychologist right now.
You do. You're like a prison psychologist, and you look like you just jumped out of somewhere. Like you escaped. You escaped. The brother escaped, and a prison psychologist. Man, I got to tell you, I got to throw this in the shade. I got to throw this in. You don't know how happy I am to have you here, because there are so many there's only a handful of guys that I know that I can honestly say that are so close to me that I knew that I had to get them on. And you are.
Oh, that's nice of you, man.
It's cool. Yeah. I mean, it's hot.
And you know what? Being 75. I'm 75 years old now. How did I jump 5 years older? But no, I'm 75 now. And no. I feel like since the end is near, I'm going to
right.
I'm
75
in about 5 minutes more, and then I'm done. I really do believe that because a young comic, Jack Knight, just passed away.
Yeah. Did you know him?
Yeah, I did know him.
Okay, I didn't know that.
28 years old. I mean, I've hung out around. I hadn't seen him in a while because his career was going better than mine. So people distance himself from you, but they can't distance strength from strength. So
right.
But I mean, it was sad that he's 28 years old and he's gone, and it made me realize. I woke up like 3 a.m. this morning and thought how fleeting this is. So that's why it's nice to be on here with you. I'm glad that you're still funny, but I also want your life part to be good too. Because I already hate your skin. Because your skin
you stupid.
Your skin looks. Everybody on the feed. Every time I see him, how is his skin still 17-year-old man? He got a 17-year-old man skin.
I had a comedian come to me, Shang, when Pierre taped his special. You were there.
Yeah.
And the comedian came to me and said, "Hey man, you still pretty." And I was like, I didn't know how to. How
do you say that?
I'm like, what are you saying? I mean, it's like with Muhammad Ali. They said to Muhammad Ali back in the day. I was like, still pretty.
Yeah, like, hey man, first off, I don't really feel comfortable with you saying I'm pretty.
Right. But I get you.
Yeah, but I mean, there's some people that apparently signed a pact with Beelzebub, Lord Satan, and they like, you'll never age Dean Austin, and then that's you. It's like, you will be young forever. Now you'll have a bad prostate, but you'll still be young. I wonder if my prostate's messed up. I was peeing in the middle of the night. I was like, man, I was peeing. I had to get up and pee twice. That's weird for me.
When you're old, you do that, bro. When you get older, you do that. I don't know anybody that's older that don't pee twice after they go. They go one, and you got to go again.
I laid down and said, wait a minute,
I'm not finished.
This ain't right. But no, anybody who watches the show, really, Dean has been funny, and it's just the connection with the industry. I've noticed that the industry is very biased. I talked to this dude from Netflix as a joke, and he's another person. Wait a minute, he deserved the Stab Award.
But you did Netflix as a joke, though.
I did one of the little auxiliary shows that didn't really amount to a hill of beans. It didn't. I might as well have been at home in front of the mirror. Like it meant nothing. And Netflix is a joke because this dude actually said that. I said, "What about, are you looking for the funniest comics?" He said, "No, we're looking for different." And I said, "What do you mean different?" He said, "Just different." I said, "What about funny and different?" He said, "No, just different."
Just different. Wow.
And I said, so if somebody come in with, like, they got pace horns on their head and a propeller, and then you go, well, he's different, so put him on the show.
He's in.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the part. And I don't want people to think I'm bitter and I want to stab people. That was me before comedy. This is not.
This had to do with people.
This was people.
Right. It's the people.
It's a people stab.
And the thing about people love about you, Shang, is that your comedy has to do with people. You talk about racism. You talk about some nice, good, deep, meaty, edgy stuff, which is amazing. I know. Well, I'm not sure if you jumped on stage and talked about Roe versus Wade yet.
Oh, I've been all over.
But I'm sure you have.
Day of. I mean, I already had material about that, but day of, and I think that they're hypocrites. I think the people that are in the position of power, especially the Supreme Court, is a bunch of right-wing nutty buddies that aren't in step with the general public. How do you pass a law that 69% of the country goes, "No, we want to keep Roe versus Wade," and they still go, "Well, we're the minority, so what?"
Right.
We got the power. And now they're going after gay marriage, and they're going to go after, I mean, Clarence Coon Thomas already said it. He's going after gay marriage. So, I talked about that on stage. I got booed at one of my shows. Not the whole crowd. This lady
maybe two people.
This one lady booed me, and I booed her back, which got a laugh.
That's a good one. You booed her back.
I started booing her, and she booed me. Then I booed her back. I said, "We can do this all night."
It was a boo fest.
Yeah. It was a boo-tastic. It was boo-listic. No, she booed me because I said that, who am I to tell an individual what to do with their body? That's all I said. Right. It's a lead into the joke. The joke part wasn't even done. And she went, "Boo!" And I was like, "Was that you?" She was in the front, so I booed her back. I said, "Boo!" I said, man, if you down for people not to have a right over their body, so you could just come and there's an analogy. You could just come take my kidney because somebody else needs a kidney to live because you decided, well, your kidney seems healthy. I'm gonna take your kidney.
Right.
But it's my kidney.
Right. I want to keep my kidney.
I want to keep my kidney. I want to keep my life the way I want to keep it. And if a woman was like, I'm not ready for a kid, I'm not ready to raise a kid, I'm not in a position financially to raise a kid,
right? And
this was an accident, the condom broke, whatever the case may be, let that woman do what she want to do.
Right, right.
You know,
That's
so
true.
yeah, but it was just weird. I've had a couple things like that. I had a couple Trump supporters try to fight me because I hate him with a passion. I think that but he's not. He's America. He's America through and through because America's racist through and through and idiot and stupid. America's dumb. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I still do my jokes and luckily I still get booked. But man, the crowds are getting real.
I know.
Smacking comics, tackling comics,
shooting at comics. They had a shootout in North Carolina.
That. I was at the
was it Craig Shoemaker? Not Craig.
Yeah,
Shoemaker.
Craig Robinson. And he said, "That's it." The Comedy Zone. He said, "That's it. Show's over." Yeah.
He was on stage and bang bang.
I mean, at that part, I don't know. I know that he said, "Show's over." I know that.
Yeah, show would be over.
Have you had that happen before?
I mean, I had a show. I'm glad you brought it up because I have not touched on this with anyone has talked about it even on stage yet. But I was performing it in Tucson, Arizona.
Wow.
At Laughs. And a guy up front. Yeah, it's a great club. So I was performing, great show. Everybody's having a good time. I said something. This one guy up front got mad and he had a gun, Shang. He pulled the gun out. I saw the gun. And I was like he was going to use it. And I kept going. I'm like, if you're going to shoot me, I'm still going to make people laugh.
Wow.
And I had the crowd. I made it so much fun of him, like messing with him to the point to where the crowd turned on him.
Well, he deserved it.
Yeah. So the crowd turned on him. He got kicked out and he was waiting outside, but nothing happened. He had a gun sitting up front.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you know.
Well, I'm glad you're okay first. Because that could have went left. No,
it could have went left.
It could have went left.
It could have went left.
I'm glad that you physically are okay. I'm glad you roasted his ass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have to.
I hate hecklers. Let me tell you something, y'all hecklers. If you're a heckler, I will set you on fire, pee on you, then to put you out with my pee, and then set you on fire again. You're ruining the show for the people that came
to see the show.
To enjoy the show. I think that people, in my opinion, people like, I'm getting a babysitter, I'm getting me and my girl, or if you're married, you go say, okay, we're going to have some fun. We're going to go see some comedy. We're going to have some, and that's it. And then there's one person that comes and goes, yeah, I'm going to ruin all these 200 people in this room's night because I'm going to mess with the performer. That's like throwing baseballs at the guitar player while he's playing the solo. It's like, let us do our thing. If you don't think we're funny,
just leave.
Thank you. Ain't nobody holding you here.
Right.
You half a retard. Can you say retard on your show?
Yeah, you can say it, man. You can say
but I'm not using the other words. But no, not retard. Let's say, slow.
Slow person, dummy. What do you want to call them?
Dummies. Yeah, because I mean.
But I will say this. That every person that comes to a comedy show and decide they want to run a comedy show, they should be approached after the show by the comedians. I think every comedian should say, yo, let's meet up and talk to this guy after the show and slide him into an alley and just give him a little talk. You know, say, hey, let me talk to you for a second.
What kind of mafia stuff are you talking about? Do your fans know that you strong on people? Hey, yo, let me talk to you in the alley after the. Yeah, you were pretty funny with your heckle. Come here. And then you see Dean walking away and a body laying over a dumpster. It's like, hey, he knew
he know the rules.
He knew the rules. She came about to heckle me. And then bada bing, bada boom, things happen. All right.
He fell down. He fell down.
He fell down on my fist multiple times, and there was nothing I could do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. Just live your life, keep it moving. Don't pay attention to what I'm. No, it's like that, man. It's like
that's the state of comedy. The state of comedy is weird now.
Yeah, I mean, comics are getting canceled. I don't believe in cancellation, but comics get canceled
for what you say.
For what you say, you got to tiptoe around what you say. which made me go harder and harder. That's why I go hard in the paint and I say what I want to say. And I figure, well, I'm already like
right
at the level I'm at now. What else can
what you gonna take? What you gonna do?
What you gonna take away from me? Yeah,
right.
We are. Even though I'm high yellow, we black in America, so we already starting at a deficit. So I might as well just go full blast. And I've decided that's what I'm gonna. I mean, last night when I woke up, I couldn't sleep. I thought about Jack Knight. I thought about how short life is. I just thought, man, I'm going full blast. I'm gonna be so aggressive. People are going to be freaked out by me. I'm going to be so aggressive. I'm going to start asking some of these heavy hitter comics that act so friendly with us when we see them out.
Right.
I'm going to ask them, yo, man, I need a hookup. I need you tell me, but is there a manager or an agent? Who do you know at Netflix that you can suggest me to? I'm going to, and if they say no, I go, well, I tried. All you can do is close mouth, don't get fed. Yeah,
right.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
Yep.
And I will say this: when I started doing comedy, I always thought to myself, I had to do it for me, forget the audience, and that's the style you should have. And I can see that in you, that when you do you do it for you.
Oh man,
you got one life, like you said, life is short. You have to go full throttle, and you have to keep pushing. And I do it for me. You don't like my joke? Oh well, I'm gonna do it.
Oh well, I like that. That should be a shirt. Oh well. Dot. But no, last night I did a show at the Long Beach Laugh Factory. I started off with a brand new bit that I thought as I was walking to the stage. I just stood there and I said, I'm doing an impression. What am I doing? And I just stood real still and didn't do nothing. And they said, what are you doing? What are you? I said, I'm a cop in Uvalde, Texas, at the school where the kids got shot.
Oh wow! They went,
whoa! Because I thought that's all they did was stand there with their shields and their body armor, and then go in and try to save
everything
kids.
Was popping in there. Yeah,
like everything was popping. At least go in and knock on the door.
At least look through the window. You need to look through the window.
They ain't do that, little yogurties. And then I literally wrote a bit. I went vegan recently, like the past 2 weeks or so.
Oh, okay.
And so I bought some pancakes from McDonald's, and it comes with the sausage. And I saw a homeless dude, and I was going to give him the sausage. I thought, well, let me give him the sausage. But he was laying right outside the McDonald's, touching himself. He was touching himself, and I thought, well, I guess you already got sausage. And then I thought, but I thought about it. If I was homeless and my life was messed up, and my wife left me, and all that other stuff, and I'm laying on the street, I'm not mad at him. I would be doing that constantly. Got to get something good out of life. So
you got to feel good at some point in time in your life.
Might well bust off a few
and get some free sausage.
And get some free sausage, because you never know when a corny vegan comes out. Because I'm vegan. I still haven't figured it out completely, but I'm not eating meat. So
okay, so I'm not a vegan, but I don't know if I told you last time I saw you, but I haven't eaten meat in almost 2 years.
What?
Yes, I haven't. In September, it'll be 2 years actually.
Wow.
But I stopped Shang, not because I wanted to be vegan. I just wanted to try something different. Like it's a form of discipline. I want to see if I can not eat meat for a week.
Right.
And then it carried on for a month. But it went for a month because this friend of mine, he actually tried to do it for a month for a girl, which was the wrong reason to do it.
And it completely,
But I did it for a month and never looked back and never even thought about meat. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't like fish, because I love fish and I love lamb. It's my two things, fish and lamb. But I just haven't eaten anything, bro. I've been, it's interesting. You'll enjoy it. Believe me.
So far I'm fine. I'm fine. When I go get I used to go get burgers. Now I still like fries. And fries are not, but I still didn't eat those. But
now have you heard of Monty's Burger? MONTY''S. It's right there on 3rd Street, near the mall over there. What's the mall called?
The Grove.
Not too far from the Grove, but it's called Monty's Good Burger. Has a dog on the side. It's all vegan. Their burgers taste like In-N-Out, brother.
Wow.
Tastes just like In-N-Out. It's crazy.
You know what? I'll have to write that down.
Monty's Good Burger.
Say again? No,
Monty's Good Burger.
Monty's Good Burger. Monty's Good Burger. All right, I'll find it. There can't be so many.
Yeah, they have the burger, they have the fries.
So at comedy clubs, they don't have a lot of food options for vegans, but I'll give it a shot. I'm gonna make it. I'm not put it this way. It's a lifestyle that I'm going to embrace for the rest of my life. So I might as well just rock with it, and it is. And I don't have much life left because I'm 78 years old.
78, yeah, 78. But you'll be 79 when I get off.
70 by the end of the show.
Right, by the end of the show.
70, 79 years old. How long is the show though?
Oh, we about 20 minutes or so. That'd be 79.
I'll be 79. Yeah. I know. I know this because I'm gonna start using that dye more. I got I'm gray right here. So you're not. I'm gonna. What's the dye?
Well, I don't. This is not gray on mine, which is interesting. I don't
see. That's part of the reason.
I don't know why it won't gray.
Okay. Vampire.
I mean, here. Don't get me wrong. I'll get you some right up under here.
But there's another dye. I forget the name of it. So I'm gonna start using it. So everybody in the feed, if you see me with glossy black hair, I'm dyeing it. I don't care. I'm trying. Got to keep up with these young comics.
Yeah. Now, what made you decide to go vegan though?
I watched a documentary called Game Changers about the health
Game
aspects.
Changers is good.
Yeah, about the health aspects of vegan, and I just decided to go with it, and that's what my life's gonna be.
Were you influenced by the experiment they did with the young guys?
No.
You remember the experiment they took? There was 3 guys. One guy ate meat. No, 2 guys ate meat.
Yes,
and one guy didn't. And they were talking about how he performed. I say performed, but how his body reacted sexually. We'll just leave it like that. After he ate the meat, and the other guy.
And while he was asleep, he got more erections.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that to happen. That ain't blood flow. Yeah, my little soldier just been laying there going.
He ain't not going with the vegan yet.
My soldier's been like, okay, I'm not gonna make it, man. I ain't gonna make it.
He looking up at you like, man, you need to go back to me, brother.
Yeah, but I gotta have a woman too. That why any of you women out there that want to hit with a funny comment. I'm single and ready to mingle. If you like pudgy yellow dudes that are funny. Yeah.
Well, you know what? You did it at the right time because food prices are out the roof. So meat is expensive. So it's a good thing you decide to go vegan.
Yes, I am going vegan. No,
you're gonna save a lot of money.
I just get a lot of salads and I do crazy amounts of heroin.
Yeah, that's good. Heroin. And you know what else does it? Is crack. Crack is good for your vegan fix.
If you see me next time you see me doing this.
I know you're losing weight too.
Yeah, I'm gonna start like, why's he lost so much weight? It ain't the vegan. So let me ask you this, man. Like I know you ask him, we're on the show together, but
ask me.
I mean, what is the best part of comedy for you?
The best part
at that crossroads of like,
okay,
this bull is just, it is so full of bull. What?
Okay, the best part of comedy for me is the people, not okay. Let me the good ones. let me say
the ones without guns.
We talked about idiots and they're out there in comedy and the state of comedy, but the people that actually enjoy you as an artist, as a comedian, that made them laugh. That's the best part. Being on stage and connecting with those people. That's it. That's it, bro. That's it. It's not all. It's not. Look. It's not like you got this much money from it. It's not like you got this. You got that. It is about that connection you have because you get a rush. It's like an endorphin high from someone who really appreciates what you do, and that you actually gave them something because they came there for something. They came there for laughter. They came there to get away from whatever, and you gave it to them. And that's a drug.
That you are such a nice person. I do it to get hookers.
Get drugs? What'd you say?
Hookers and drugs. No,
hookers and drugs.
Those people are like, man, you were funny. Take this bump. I do cocaine. I want everybody to leave this and be like, did you hear that interview? Did you know Shang?
Yeah, Shang, I don't know. I thought he was a church going guy.
I thought he was a church going guy, but he do hookers and drugs. No, I don't. I'm trying to figure out. I'm back at a crossroads of why I'm doing this, and so I mean, I've been doing this so long. I'm like at a crossroads of what is it that I do this for? Am I doing it to make people laugh and enjoy themselves? Am I doing it for the adulation, the money, or the challenge? So I'm at a crossroads. That's what I'm asking you. What is your?
Let me. I like to interject a little more on that. Do you remember the time we were walking on? This is after we met at Giggles back in Seattle. One day went out for lunch. We were walking on Hollywood Boulevard, and you told me, bro, I'm about to quit. I said, what?
Yeah.
I said, Shang, don't do it. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. I said, I don't want you to regret it. You're like, nah, I'm thinking about it. I said, and I'm glad you didn't, because I know deep down inside you love doing it.
Well, it's a love extreme hate thing.
Right, but you're good at it, right?
I'm good at it. I'm not good at a lot. Well, I'm actually a really good illustrator, so I can't even say that. But illustrations.
Oh, that's the X-Acto knife.
That's why I have an X-Acto. No, I bought this specifically for comics. When they don't see that coming, like they think, oh, what is that?
Right.
A pen?
Right.
No, I don't like the business side of it it sucks, and the business side of it, the racism in comedy, where you see white comics that are minimal at best get tossed all kind of spots, tossed gigs, tossed bookings, and they can't hold you. They can't follow you in a car, let alone on stage, and yet they still get all the fruits of it, and we have to get like the spoiled fruit of it.
Yeah, you're getting like the crumbs.
The crumbs. And you got some people like Dave Chappelle. There's the high ups, but they're anomalies. And even Chappelle was pushed through. I know Chappelle. I don't know him deeply, but I've been around him and had conversations with him, done shows with him. And Chappelle was pushed through. They did Def Jam. He didn't have a good set. They let him tape again. He got the push.
He's had great representation from day one, because I've done shows with him too, and back when he was 18.
Yeah, me too.
And I saw his representation at 18,
pushing it. Right. So yeah, and I don't know what it is. So people behind the scenes don't know that. So
right.
That's the main thing with me. So
and I'm glad you brought that up, because if you go to and I challenge anyone out there to Google a comedy club somewhere, anywhere. Not talking about LA. We talk about somewhere in the Midwest to the South, or whatever, and scroll through the comedians on that calendar, and you will see 90% white, if not 95 to 98. It is amazing. It is amazing. And you may see one brother speckled in there. He might have a specialty show on a Wednesday, or a Thursday, and you got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the weekend for the white guy from from North Dakota,
and you wonder why I'm carrying these, and I can't stand it. Or if that right now there's I call it the gay wave. If you're gay or transgender, you get an opportunity, and people think, well, you must hate gay people. No, I don't care either way. Your sexuality is. Are you a good person?
Are you a good person?
But are you a good person? It doesn't matter your sexuality. I don't have to watch you having sex. I have to watch you telling jokes. And if you are not a proficient as a comic, but you're getting an opportunity, and the only thing you're talking about. So there's a tendency for people to think, well, I'm on this hate gay people. Like, no. If there's black comics that aren't able to do 25 and you get booked for 25, I got a problem with you too.
Right. No matter what your sexual preference is. Doesn't matter.
Sexual preference, skin color.
Everybody. Just do your job.
Do your job. Right. I don't, that's what I mean. So,
right.
But I mean, hey, you know what? You gave a good answer. I asked you a question. You answered it. You didn't act like a politician.
Right.
You said, no, I enjoy making people feel good. I like, the stray waitress is nice every now and then.
Right. the one that got loose, huh?
Yeah, the one little weak waitress. They like the antelope that goes down near the water. And girl, there's lions near the water. It's like, I'm just going to go get a sip.
Right.
And then the lion grab you, drag you in the weeds, and
you wonder what happened to her.
And you wonder what happened.
Right.
So I look forward to when I've done some shows on the road. I'm so focused on the road, I don't even notice it. I'm like, I see comics that do it for the women or the adulation.
I'm the same way.
I'm focused on the set because this, you got to follow a strong feature, or you got to follow a strong guest set. You got to bring it, and people pay their money to see you bring it.
Right.
So,
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. If you and I went to pay for a concert, say some singer, right? The celebrity, the star, the headliner, and he don't bring it, and
Yeah.
the other guys bring it, you'd be a little disappointed.
Very disappointed. Yeah.
Like, you know what? I came to see New Edition, but Jim Jackson was dope. Jim Jackson beat New Edition out.
Whoever that guy Jim Jackson is.
Jim Jackson's a beast. New Edition.
By the way, don't Google everybody looking like who Jim Jackson.
Exactly. Jim Jackson gonna be in trouble.
There ain't no Jim Jackson. I can't see it. I'm looking.
He don't even look like a singer.
That ain't no singer. Jim Jackson ain't no singer. Why
Jim Jackson's in jail?
Yeah, why you make that up? He's a convict. Nah, I mean, yeah, man, we lucky to even still tell jokes. I mean, we gangster. We go to Midwest,
anywhere.
I do Spokane.
My father told me one time years ago. He said, either you brave or you crazy. He told me that. Yeah, be doing comedy. Either you brave to go on the road or crazy. Either one, because the places you go, I would never go.
I go to the same places you go.
I know. That's Pops told me. He said, places you go, I'd never go.
Yeah. Spokane was one of them. Yeah. But you know what though? You know what? Found me a straight waitress up there. So I don't
look. That's
El Paso.
That's a good Sonic date. Sonic Burger. Take it to Sonic. You get the fries.
There you go. I haven't done as much of those road gigs as possible now. But right now, I'm going, like this week, I'm going full blast to really set up some shows. Because I don't have representation that'll book me.
There's a gig in Tulsa I'm going to turn on to you. I know a guy out in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Has a.
What, you mean Loonies?
No, a different spot. But
is it a real spot?
Yes, you might know about it. But if not,
No, I don't.
Okay, I'll turn you on to it. Actually, what's funny is that I haven't.
Oh, you mean, no, I was thinking Oklahoma.
Yeah, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
No, I mean Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City. No. Oklahoma City, right? That's Loonies, right? No, Tulsa. Yeah. So there's a about, of course, we all know about the Tulsa bomb and all that back in the day, how they destroyed black folks back in the day. So there's a lady that I know that I met who's descendant of the Tulsa bombers.
Wow.
People that got bombed in Tulsa. She has a whole bunch of family out there. So I told her when I go back out to perform, I definitely want to bring them in and have some, give them some tickets to come out to the show.
Right.
But it's a good spot. So I'll turn you on to it when we wrap up.
Is it a weekend spot or a one night?
Yeah, it's a weekend spot.
What?
Yeah, you know who's there is who's there?
But you can't say the name of it.
I gotta look at it. Comedy. It's the comedy, not Comedy Chateau, because that's here. I'll give you
that comedy.
That's here. Yeah. You go to Comedy Chateau.
Yeah.
That's different. Nah, that's fine. So what I do is something about the RQT portion of the show. RQT, which is random question time. It's a random question, Shang. Okay.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna ask you a question. You answer and you say why.
And answer it. Okay.
And you say why. Oh, okay. So if you're stranded on an island,
right?
No food, no money, no nothing, just hungry, just stranded for years.
Right.
The only way to freedom and to survive is to swim across a shark-infested water for 15 miles, or you have to tongue kiss a Karen. Which one would you do, and why?
I would impregnate Karen. I'm afraid of sharks. Sharks scared the feces out of me.
Okay, all right.
I would not only kiss her.
Forget racist Karen. You would go all in.
Her and she could call me the N. She can call me the N-word. She can call me the N-word while I'm doing it. She's like, you dirty little N-word.
Right. You ninja.
You ninja. You know what? Your whole lineage is just of slaves. You're right. Open your mouth.
But I'm gonna be free. But I'm about to get off this island.
I'm about to be free in your mouth.
Right. I'm about to get
Kiss
up out of here.
Kiss me, woman.
You're gonna be.
Yeah. No, sharks scare me, man. They scare me. Like, I don't even like the ocean because of sharks. And
okay, all right.
Because I know that my luck.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
That's okay. Then I answered it. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
All right. Here's another one for you. Here's another one. Would you rather walk on hot coal barefooted, or would you rather propel down a mountain butt naked?
I already did the mountain butt naked. So you need to make the questions harder, bro. No, I did hot cold.
You rappel down the mountain, or will you walk on hot cold? Hot cold? Oh, you'd be quite Chang, huh?
Yeah, I would. Hot
Kung
cold.
Fu.
Because you can do it. You have to do it slow or fast.
You can take however. It's
hot cold. Hot cold.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good one. Yeah. All right. Tang or Kool-Aid?
Tang.
All right. Oreos or Fig Newtons?
No, Oreo. But but at this point in my life, neither.
Yeah, you can't do either one. But just you had to choose,
Oreo.
All right. Oreo. All right. Captain Crunch or Kicks. Yeah, Captain Crunch or Kicks. Wow. Okay. Every kid, we all like Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch.
No, Kicks don't have as much sugar, so I'm trying to. I'm being Mr. Healthy Man now, so I would say Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch. I love Captain Crunch. It cuts your mouth, but I love it.
You have to do Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
Not Crunch Berries, regular Captain Crunch.
I would do Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries. I would do Captain Crunch with
peanut butter.
With Karens in it. I wouldn't do the peanut butter one. Ugh.
Okay, peanut butter.
Yeah, but I would eat Captain Crunch off of a Karen. That's how much I like Captain Crunch.
That's good. That's a good off a stripper named Karen.
Yes.
You eat Captain Crunch off a stripper.
I would eat. Yes, I would.
Okay. Yes. All right. And the last question. If you had to date any woman on the planet, celebrity, okay, would you take one that's extra fine and broke, or boogity with lots of money? Extra fine and broke, or boogity Shang, I love you.
Whichever. Why do you have to make it even worse? You're like, yeah, and that now she has a speech impediment too.
Right, she got a bad.
I would take the boogity. I would. Okay. Because the boogity, if she's rich and she's kind of facially challenged, at least she'd be down with me. Whereas in a broke fine woman, as she comes up, she has a tendency she gone.
Got you. Okay.
Where the boogity is going to be rock and roll with you.
I like that. And she'll ride or die.
Right. And then all I got to do is make sure that I feed her mealworms every day and make sure her sun lamp is on.
Make sure you saw down her toenails.
Yeah, that's it. And make sure there's a rock where she can
don't cut up the sheets. Right.
And make sure there's a rock so she can scrape her skin off every month when she sheds.
Right. So make sure you have some milk so she can gargle.
Right. That means So I mean, I would go with the boogity.
Okay. All right.
Because you know what? Most vagina on boogity is top tier. I don't know if you ever been with a booger, but I've been with
You've been a couple of boogity.
My relationships with boogers, and they're I'll put it this way, since we're keeping it, their sexual prowess is magnificent.
It's totally different. You're right. Yes. And this is nothing. This every man, not just us, knows this. That sometimes you get the top tier, the most beautiful, and it ain't what it's supposed to be. It's like
trash.
Womp.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
like, you should have shown me the car.
You need to go talk to my friend Boogity.
Yeah, exactly. You should have shown me the Carfax on this before I had sex with you. You are not my credit. I feel like my credit score is going down, and I'm 2% dumber. I just don't like it. I don't. But I would go with the boogity. So,
very smart. That's how you're supposed to think. That's grown man thinking right there. That's grown. It's called grown man thinking.
Yeah, 82 years old in business.
Yeah, you 82. Yeah. When you turn, right now you're about 82, 83. So you in it. Young bucks, young comics, they don't know that.
They don't know that.
They're gonna go for the finest, and realize, man, why my life is going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, as soon as she see Jamie Foxx, she left me.
As soon as Jamie Foxx pulled up, she just
jumped out of the car. I'm right here for you. I'm gonna pull the truck around.
Right.
The Ferrari, because she's rich. So,
like Robin Harris said about that joke about having the ugly girl. I'm going to the moon. He said, "I'll be right here."
That's what I want. That's what I want. So
right,
that's what I would
do. For sure. So my question is, okay, so you actually have a comedy special. I noticed it's on.
Yeah.
On what is on?
I have a comedy special on Amazon.
On Amazon,
it
right?
It was on Amazon Prime. Now it's on Amazon and Apple TV, Google TV.
Dope.
It's called Shang is Shangri, about a year old, but you know, you got to keep promoting until it's dead in the water. Right. So I have that special on, and then I'm going to hopefully, if this comedy thing turns around, because I told you I'm at a crossroads, not to quit, but like, what is my purpose of doing this? Makes me happy doing this?
Right.
Sometimes sometimes I'm not happy doing it. Sometimes I'm not happy to traveling and all that other stuff. So, but I mean, I got a show coming up Thursday, so I got to get ready to do it, but, and really bring it.
And that's the one that's out of town, or is it in town?
No, it's in town, Ontario, California. So
okay.
I'll be doing a show there, but that's my last show there too, because I'm not doing one-offs anymore for these clubs. If you can't give me a weekend, I can't do it. So I'm going to probably take a financial hit, but I'll just go back to stripping at old folks' home.
Yeah. And you know, I stripped down at Walmart.
Yo, man, I used to do that.
Aisle 17.
Yeah, man, it's good money though. It's good money down there.
But ice cream. I got to lead in.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get you in. Don't worry about it. Right by the ice cream.
Let me know.
Between 2 and 6 in the morning is the time slot, brother. I got you.
Let me know.
I got you. Don't worry about it.
People are gonna be watching this going, what?
Which Walmart is it? We got to go see him.
Yeah, it's like her Pete is down there dancing. Yeah. Then we can go see him do comedy too. Yeah.
We'll see the other guy who's on crack. Who's a vegan. He's a crack vegan.
He's a crack vegan. He does a lot of heroin, but he's on crack.
He's on crack.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is amazing, brother. I will say this. I will say that it's always been a pleasure being around you when our paths cross.
Appreciate it, man.
You know.
Well, I'm about to be a little crazier now, so next time you see me.
But I will say this. I know you're gonna be slimmer and shaking, but you're gonna be on point. I understand. You're gonna be on point though. You're gonna be on point.
What up, D? But hopefully I'll lose some weight from the vegan shit.
Oh, you will. It happens. It happens. Just don't substitute when a friend of mine I just had on, friend of mine, he's told me, he said most people they turn vegan and they just bring up their carbs. Don't pump up the carbs because you go vegan. You know.
Okay, so less potatoes.
Yeah, so don't raise your carbs because you go vegan. And then you will lose, but you always lose when you go vegan, though. People usually do. Yeah, no,
I think I am. I feel lighter. I feel better. So.
Oh, great. Yeah. Well, I will say this: it's always a pleasure, man. I can't stress enough how much I respect you in the business and as a friend in general, not just in the business, as a friend. Because in this game, man, you know, we have people we call friends, we have people we know, but you have true friends. And
that actually care about your well-being and
right. They care.
Aside from, hey man, it's a good joke. That's good too, but I'd rather you be that you're good, you're healthy, you're happy. Right.
Your family, you're good. Because you know, like I said, I'm gonna talk you out of quitting ever. You know, if you go, man, I can't.
No. I'm at a crossroad. I really am at a crossroad. Yeah.
But I will say this, and this is what I feel. I feel that it's in your blood and you love it too much to step away, because I know I'm the same way. And that's just how, you know, that mic is a drug to us. It really is. Yeah. No matter how we look at it, it's a drug to us.
I agree.
You know, you see, you got a mic right now.
I know.
That's dope. Yeah. I got a different mic. You got a real mic.
We can't get away from it.
You can't get away from it, man.
No, I appreciate it, man.
Like I said, man, thank you for coming on and gracing the screen, the mic, and sharing your laughter and love that you always do. And I'm gonna see you, man. When I get off, I'm gonna hit you with that information for Tulsa.
Okay.
All right, brother. Mad love for you, man. Peace.
Everybody out there, be safe. Stay healthy.
Safe. Oh, and please, whatever you do, don't be nice at the comedy clubs.
Be nice to the clubs. Stop hitting comments.
Because you don't want to get that. You want to get that little exacto. You don't want to get exactoed. Don't get exacto.
Yeah, don't get exacto. That's what we're leaving them with.
He's the comedy assassin.
That's right.
He kills every time. Literally.
Yeah, so
I didn't like that joke.
yeah, well, too bad. So yeah, no, man, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no problem, brother. Be easy.
Right.
Have a wonderful time, brother, and on the road and in Ontario.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, brother. Talk to you in a minute. All right, peace.